Cool. What is happening, team? I think we're ready to go. Alright. I'll start explaining everything and going through everything, and if people still sign in a little bit late, we'll just say hi to them. So I think everyone's a bit tired this morning. The weather wasn't that nice to get out of bed for, but glad you are all here and ready to go. Well, there he is, the big the big boss is here, the royalty. All right, let's go through today. So what we have is an 18-minute AMRAP. It goes down from 50 reps to 10 reps each exercise. So we start with 50 skips or line hops, go into 40 alternating contralateral V-ups. Don't worry if that sounds wordy, I'll demonstrate that shortly. 30 odd object sumo deadlifts, 20 odd object push presses, and then 10 renegade rows, and repeat for 18 minutes. So we get through all those and you just keep going through. Once 18 minutes is up and we have finished AMRAP, we'll have a couple minutes just to catch our breath. And we've just got a little finisher today at the end of it. Arms and abs. Mitch Craze obviously wants us all to start getting the vanity muscles ready for summer. So this is what they look like. We've got 8 to 12 backpack bicep curls, or if you have weights, you can use them. You don't have to use backpacks, but it's just more if you didn't have dumbbells or a bar to use. 8 8 to 12 overhead tricep extensions, and then a max effort plank hold, or I might get you to do a hollow hold. You can choose between the two. We'll rest 1 to 2 minutes between those sets, and then we'll go again for another 2 sets. So 3 sets of some arms and abs just to finish us off for a Saturday, which is a really nice way to do it. Cool. So before we go through all... You saw the big smile on his face when I mentioned arms and abs, didn't I? All right. Before we go through and demonstrate all that, we'll do some warming up, some stretching and mobility first into some activation, as we always do, and then I'll go through all of that and allow everyone to ask some questions. Cool. So let's start with something nice and simple. Get ourselves moving. Some roll to straddles. Always a nice way to start us off. For the first part, for your first sort of 3 to 6 reps, I just want you to hold the reach for a little bit to get some stretch. So once you've rolled and you come out of it, hold for a couple seconds, and then come back. So once you've done your first 3 to 6, then you can start to speed up the movement a little bit more. But while we're just warming up and loosening up, give it that little bit of a hold, a bit of an extra stretch. So that's about 6 for me. Now I can start just to go through it with a little bit more speed. Not hold each one as long. And start to use the momentum of the swing to get further forward. We're going to do 12 total once you've done your first 6. So another 6 after one. Last one. Okay. Next movement, once you finish that, we're going to go into our half kneeling adductors with a hinge. So like we've done, I think we did this last week, hands across the chest. We're going to hinge forward, so slide those hips back a little bit, almost like you're doing a Romanian deadlift or a good morning, and then come through. So we're going to get a little bit of hinging action through the hips, stretching the adductor, which is the inside of our groin or leg muscle. And we'll do 8 of these each side, nice and slow. Last one on this side. Cool. And then change sides. Once you've done that, same thing. Foot out to the side, hands across the chest, sliding those hips back, hinging and pushing through. With all these movements, we're just taking our time, not rushing through them just yet. Two more. Nice work. Okay, next one. We're going to do some inchworms. So if you've got a bit of extra space where you can crawl out and then crawl back in and keep going, go for it. But for us, well, space I've got, I'm just going to have to kind of do it in the one spot. So it'll look a little bit like this. I'm going to reach down towards my toes, crawl out to almost like a plank, and then I'm going to walk my hands back in towards my toes. If you've got more space than we do, you can crawl out with your hands and then walk your feet back up. Crawl out with your hands, walk your feet back up. But just depending on what space you've got, you can do whichever variant suits you. We're going to do 8 of these as well. Again, you can hold that hamstring stretch if you feel you need it when you're at your toes. Walking out, walking back, hold. That's it. I've got 2 more to go. Nice work. All right. Last couple for the lower body, then we'll just do some upper body mobility work. We've got quite a bit of skipping to do today, so we just want to get these ankles ready, nice and loose at the calves as well. So if you've got a weight, you can use a weight with this one, but in the past we've just used our hands to put a bit of pressure on. So I'll do this side on so you guys can see the angle. We're going to push our knee forward over our toe, keeping our heel relatively down, flat on the ground. If it lifts up a little bit, it's not the end of the world. Putting some pressure through your knee to get some weight on the stretch. And our focus point is the Achilles and our ankle and a bit of the calf and holding. Now, when you feel the stretch loosen up a little bit, you can push forward that little bit more and apply a bit more pressure or weight to it. We're going to hold this for about 20 seconds total, or 25 seconds. Good. Keep applying that pressure when it starts to loosen up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and change sides. Same things. Start where you get the stretch. Apply that pressure, and then as it starts to loosen up, give it that little bit more. Again, if your heel comes off the ground slightly, that's okay. But trying to keep it down, relatively speaking. Good. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and while you're in that kneeling position, just get into the quad a little bit. So what you're going to do, so I should stay side on so you can see, grab your back foot, bring it up to your bum, keep that leg forward, and then once you get your balance, push into your hip a bit, and arm up. Keep your posture nice and tall, and we're going to hold that for 20 seconds. Should feel it right through your quad and a little bit through your hip. That's it. Again, as it loosens up, you can kind of lean into it a little bit more. 3, 2, 1, change sides. that foot, arm up, keep your posture tall. That's it. Again, so loosens up a bit, push in. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, quick little upper body stretches, and then we'll do a quick round of activation. So, this is what we've been doing throughout the week, if you've been joining us for our weekly Metcons. Frontline neural stretch. So, find a wall or an area where you can put your palm nice and flat up against the wall, upside down. You're going to turn your head away from the wall towards your opposite shoulder. And then I want you to kind of pronounce your chest forward, so push your chest forward a bit, and you're going to get that stretch right through your pec, through the front of your shoulder, through your bicep and your forearm. And again, we're going to hold this one for about 20 seconds. And then if you want a little bit more, you can kind of grab your head and just tilt it a little bit more to the side, but very gently. It doesn't have to be too aggressive. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change sides. Again, same thing. Upside down hand. Turn the head. Push the chest forward a touch. And then hold. Again, grab your head if you need a little bit extra. 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Alright, give that a bit of a shake out. Get into some activation stuff now to get the muscles more awake and ready to go. So we're going to start off just on some upper body, give the lower body a bit of a rest. So scap push-ups into a regular push-up, one of my favorites for when we've got some upper body in the morning. So starting off with your scap push-ups, which is your shoulder blades squeezing together and then pushing away from the floor, and then coming back down into your scap push-up to a full push-up and back up again. So we go scap, away, and then normal. And we'll do this 6 times. Scap, away, normal, scap, away. Good, 3 to go. Again, these don't have to be fast. All for control. Last one. Nice. Cool. While you're there, more shoulders, arms out to the side. I think we did this one last week as well. So one palm up, one palm face down. We're going to do some internal external rotation. So one way turns in, one way turns out. Good, and alternating. Goal and key here. So try and feel your shoulders rotating through, not just turning your hands and your wrists and your forearms. I'm kind of trying to really feel my shoulder blades and the muscles around that area turning my shoulders. I'm going to do these 10 times total. So 8, 9, 10. Nice. Okay, we get almost ready to get into this. Tempo split squats. So we're going to get into our split squat position or our lunge position. We're going to go down 3 seconds, come up 3 seconds, 4 each side. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Got 2 more of this. Once we've done the 4 of the tempo, we're going to do 4 at regular speed. Good, that's 4. That's it. And just 4 at your regular speed, and then we'll change sides. Nice. All right, so same thing, start with your 4 tempo, so 3 seconds down, 1, 2, 3, 3 seconds up, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Good, last one of the tempos, and then you do 4 of your regular speed. That's it, go through it, get those legs working. Okay, last couple. Arabesque to knee drive or single leg Romanian deadlift to knee drive. So we're going to get into our arabesque or single leg Romanian deadlift. Drive our knee up, bring it back down, drive, control the way down, get that feeling in your hamstring, and then drive that knee. 5 each side. Oh, that fight, terrible. Once you're done 5 on the one side, change to the other side. Drive, 2 to go. Nice work. All right, last little bit of activation, just for our heaps of skipping that we've got. We do little ankle walks. So, feet, legs relatively straight, hands on hips. What we're going to do is we're going to walk with our toes. So we're going to bring our toes up, slap the ground, keeping the heels off the ground the whole time, and you can go for a walk forward. Almost like your midfoot is slapping the floor. And then you're pulling your toes up with like a string towards the ceiling. Good, so about 15 steps forward, 15 steps back. Should feel your calves firing up quite a little bit with this. And then we'll just do sideways, so 10 each side. Same movement. Once you've done 10 one way, just go 10 the other. Nice work. All right. Finish those off if you haven't finished them. I'm just going to change my screen so you can see the workout. Okay. So I'm going to demonstrate these movements while I explain it. Feel free to follow along with me and practice some of these movements. It might be a good idea as part of your warm-up just to feel each one and you get an idea of what sort of weight and load you want to use with it. The second part with the arms, we'll do a separate demonstration at the end after we finish the AMRAP, so don't worry too much about that now. We'll just focus on this part first. So your first part is 50 skips or line hops. If you can do double unders, you can give those a crack as well if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more. If you are in a space kind of like we are, where we can't get outside because it's raining, we are just going to mimic skipping because we don't have space to get 2 skipping ropes going. So we're literally just going to pretend we've got a skipping rope and do our 50 skips. Or you can do line hops, so you can pretend there's an imaginary line and you can literally jump over that line side to side 50 times. Obviously, if you can do the same thing if you don't have the skipping rope, but if you've got space and you've got a skipping rope, go for it. Then we go into our alternating contralateral V-ups. So we've all done V-ups in the last couple of weeks. The contralateral one is opposite arm to leg. So if I go with my right arm has got to touch my left leg, and my left leg's got to touch my right. Sorry, my left arm's got to touch my right leg. Alternating. 40 of those. Those abs are going to burn. Hey, that's your business partner, bro. So, if V-ups are hard for you, and you can't get to the 40, you can go back to your double arm to single leg one, which we've done in the past. So that's just those ones. That will be dependent on your ability. But give the Controlada one a crack. What do you say? 30.
Nah.
We were graced with his presence, and he's already trying to skip out on some of the reps. Then 30 odd object sumo deadlift high pulls. So depending on what weight you have, you will perform the movement, but it's going to be very similar to this. So your sumo deadlift is your feet out wide into your deadlift position, pull high. Okay. After that, we go into our odd object push press. So you're going to use the same weight unless you need to change it for what you've got access to. Push press, slight dip in the knees, push up overhead. Then your last part is your renegade rows, which we've had in the last couple of weeks. So just as a reminder, if you've got dumbbells or cans of food or something like that, they go in your hands. We get into push-up position and you pull, row, or you can do them body weight like I just demonstrated. If that is still too challenging for you, you can do a shoulder tap, which will look a bit like this. Okay. And then we go again and we repeat for 18 minutes. Are there any questions, team? Yes, Coach Mark. Sorry, you just froze. You certainly can. Anybody else, if you want to jump in and do some burpees? I feel like those of you who've been doing the weekly Metcons, not seeing burpees in there is pretty welcome, because they've been in quite a bit. But yes. But yes, feel free to sub in some burpees if you want over the V-ups. With the Renegade rows, I'm going to be doing a bent over row just because it's too much, too aggressive for my shoulder. So my bent over rows are going to look like this. You're welcome to sub that in if you want as well, as long as you are doing it for a good reason, not just because Renegade rows are hard. Cool. Are there any other questions, team? All right, I'll give everybody another 30 seconds. Grab a quick sip of water. Get your equipment ready. We'll get some music going on this end. Feel free to chuck someone on your end if you don't like what we listen to. Hopefully. Can everyone see me okay? Is that alright? I know the lighting's a bit bad today because we've got the front garage door closed. This is all the rain. Cool. Alright, looks like we're all ready to go. Let me get the timer ready. I'll count you guys in. Is it thumbs up if we're all ready? Sweet. All right. Timer. Where are you? Sorry, team. All right. Here we go. Super Saturday, 18-minute AMRAP. If you forget the reps, they are on the screen. I'll try yell them out to you as we go, but if your pace is just a little bit different, that is okay. The whole idea is to get as many rounds of this as possible in your 18 minutes. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Let's go, team. 50 skips.
She got that good. She
That is your V-ups or burpees.
For her attractive bags, and now we murderers because we kill time. I knock her lights out, and she still shine. I hate to see her go, but I love to watch her leave. But I keep her running back and forth. Soccer team, cold as a winter's day, hot as a summer's eve. Young money thieves, steal your love and leave. Ooh, baby, I be stuck to you. Ooh, baby, wanna spend it all on you. Baby, my room is that cheese spot. Call me Mr. Flintstone. I can make your bed rock. I can make your bed rock. I can make your bed rock. I can make your bed rock.
Here we go. High pulls the next after you've done your V-ups. Go, team. Yes, guys. Here we go. That's it, guys. Make sure it's a sumo. Make sure you got your feet too close together. Sumo's got the outline. After that, it's your renegade rows. Sorry, push press, then your renegade row. Let's go, team. Renegade rows. Finish off the round and we get back into the skips.
and melt. And I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven and this could be hell. Then she lit up the candle and she showed me the way. There were voices coming from the door. I thought I heard them say,
Get those
"Welcome
abs.
to the hotel, California." Such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely place. Maybe a room at the hotel, California. Any time of year, any time of year, you can find me here.
271. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Everybody drunk out on the dance floor. Baby girl ass jiggle like she want more. Like she a groupie and I ain't even on tour. Maybe cause she heard that I rhyme hardcore. Or maybe cause she heard that I buy other stores. Bottom of the ninth in the city, not the store. If not, I gotta move on to the next
After
floor.
that, get into your shooting and high balls.
To the one. Homeboy tripping, he'll know I got it. When they come to pop, we do this for fun. You ain't got one chicken, you better run. Now I'm in the back getting food from my huns. While she going down, I'm bragging on what I done. She smoking my stuff, saying she ain't having fun. Chick, get it back, now you don't get none.
Let's go, team. Let's go. Coming up to the 8-minute mark here, which means there are 10 minutes left remaining. Keep pushing. Oh.
It's magic, you know. Never believe it's not so. It's magic.
That's it, guys. Looking good.
Never believe it's not so.
Here we go. Hitting that 9-minute mark. We're halfway through. Let's go.
Don't you feel it growing day by day? People getting ready for me. Some are happy, some are sad. Oh, I'm gonna let the music play. What the people need is a way to make them smile. It ain't so hard to do with you now. Gotta get a message, get it all through. No, my mama's gonna be asked why. Oh, it's the music. Oh, it's the music. Oh, it's the music. All the time.
Here we go, guys. 8 minutes left. Keep pushing.
B-I-G-T-O, PTA, no info to the BEA. Federal agents mad cause I'm flagrant. Tap myself and my phone in the basement. My team supreme, stay clean. Triple beam, lyrical dream. I'll be that. Catch a seat at all events, been gats and holsters, grills on shoulders. Play what? I told ya, me and Mike to me, bruise too much, I lose too much. Step on stage, the girls move too much. I guess it's like a lower lane, do too much. Me lose my touch, over that. If I did, it's no
Oh, yeah.
problem to get the gap where the true players at. Throw your rollies in the sky, wait
Go.
for the side, keep your hands high while I give your girl an eye. Play your please, lyrically, you can see B.I.G.B. Slauson, jig on the cover of Fortune, 500. Get my phone number, your man, I got the know, I got the dough, got the flow down, pizzazz, platinum plus, like that, dangerous, on Trizak, leave your ass pizzazz.
bitch, I'm kinda live. Baby, baby, I want something else. I'm not listening when you say.
Woo! Keep pushing, kid. Let's go. Let's start to feel hard. We'll push through. Woo! Oh, here we go. 6 minutes remaining.
I stopped an old man on the way, hoping to find some more forgotten words or fusion melodies. He turned to me as if to say, "Hurry, boy, it's waiting there for you. You leave the light to take me away from you. If you'll never let me know what I'll ever do. I miss the rain down in Africa."
Yes, team. We are close now. 5 minutes. Keep working hard. Don't slow down. Oh, yeah. Whew! 4 to go. Home stretch. Yes, team. Yeah. Just under 3 minutes. Get through this round. Come on. go, guys. Let's hit that last minute. Keep pushing through these reps. Here we go. 1 minute remaining. Let's push it. Here we go. Come on. 30 seconds. Ten seconds. Woo! Get those last reps. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Time. Yeah. If you want to finish your round, go for it, but that is time. Woo. All right, team. Don't stop moving straight away. We're going to do about a minute and a half of just walking around and breathing, trying to lower our heart rate. We've done this every week, so we know more or less how to, but as a reminder, focusing on some nice big exhales if you can through the nose. Hold for a second or two, and then focus on long, extended exhales. Breathing nice and long throughout, but keep moving. So stop moving. We'll bring it in a sec. Just breathe, lower that heart rate. Good. And as you start to feel a bit more comfortable, try focusing, trying to do it through your nose. It's more effective that way. Nasal breathing will help you lower that heart rate a bit easier if you can. That's it. Keep moving. Just let yourself slow down. That's it. Another 30 seconds. As always mentioned, it's a really good skill to have. If you've got like a Metcon or a run or a hard workout, you play sport, if you have the ability to lower your heart rate in your rest periods really well, it gives you the opportunity to hit that next burst or chase down your opponent that little bit more energy and intensity than you did if you were still trying to heave and catch your breath. So breathing is very important. All right, while you guys are still moving around and recovering, I'm going to demonstrate the next part. I'm going to give you an option there, the push-up plank hold. I don't know about you, but my core and abs are cooked after all those V-ups. So you can add an extra arm exercise in if you want, or if you want to do the plank, it is your choice. So your bicep curls, very straightforward, using whatever object you've got. It says their backpack. Sorry, let me change my screen actually so you guys can see it. Didn't even think about that. There it is. So if you want, you can use a backpack because it's a little bit more weight if you don't have access to that, but it looks like we've all got some dumbbells and kettlebells and things so we can use it. So 8 to 12 bicep curls. So we're just here, bringing it up. They are not fast reps. This is more of a strength or hypertrophy section, so we want to try and slow that down a little bit. You can do whatever grip you want. So some of us might hold it under grip, you might do a hammer grip. It is your choice. After that, we go straight into some overhead tricep extensions. So you can do this single arm or double, or if you've got a band is another option. I'll show you how to do that with a band in a second, or a towel even. So what we're going to do with this one, if you're doing it double-handed, your weight is going to go behind your head, and we're going to extend up and lock the triceps out. Now your elbows, we don't want them to flare out too much. We want to try to keep them nice and close and in so we can use our triceps. If you're going to do a single arm, Same concept. Okay, and then if you've got a band or a towel, and you don't have weight to do this one, I'll show you how to do these with a band or a towel. So here's my trusty band. So if it's a band, you can stand on it, bring it around your back as if you're doing with a dumbbell, and then do the exact same thing. Or you can, if you've got a towel, put it around your back. We've done these in the past for those of you who remember. These behind the neck. You pull down on one hand, pull up on the other, and drive into it as a hold. And you can do that for about 20 seconds, and that'll give you the engagement that you want for your triceps if you don't have weights to push overhead. So you can use a towel or a band. And then you've got your push-up plank hold for a max effort. So if you want to do that, it looks a little bit like this. You get into your push-up position, and we hold. You probably feel a bit more on your shoulders, but if your core and absolutely cooked from that, I don't mind if you want to do some extra shoulders in there for some extra arms, so you can do some lateral raises. So a couple of ways to do that. If you get dumbbells, you can just go out to the side with your dumbbells. Again, 8 to 12 reps. Or if you've got a band, you stand on the opposite leg to arm. So I'm standing on with my left leg, and I'm bringing it out to the side with my right arm. And again, if you've got a towel, you can do some pull aparts with your towel, or some pec flies. So pull apart being here, squeezing your shoulder blades together and holding, or around your back, pushing out in front and holding. That'll get your shoulders going quite nicely. So you've got some good options there to choose from. I'll give you guys about 30 seconds just to organize yourself with your equipment, and we'll start all together. If you're doing your extra shoulder work instead of the plank, still keep to the 8 to 12 reps. The plank hold you do as long as you can. After that, we'll rest 1 to 2 minutes, and then we'll go for our next 2 rounds. So I'll put the timer on here just so we've got that to see when we have our rest period, or if you want to do your plank hold. So I'll just start it there. Don't worry about starting now. I'm just going to let it run. Cool, team. So we will start all together. We'll start with the bicep curls into the overhead tricep extensions, and then finishing off with either some extra shoulders or planks. Any questions? All right, team. Let's do this. Where's my dumbbells gone? Yeah. All right, bicep curls. Here we go. Yeah, try moving on. 8 to 12 reps.
I tell it like this, I've been so baby, I can take you. I know that this is the whole lot. It's your money, man. Show me this power, ain't a damn thing for me. But still, nothing move with the money, so baby, if we move, then we move with the money. Which is my favorite dish, but if I take sugar, I'll probably switch.
When you've done those, your overhead triceps, depending on how you want to do them, banded, out, weight, up to you. 8 to 12 reps. With these, don't let your elbows flare out too much, keep you in control. Once you've done your triceps, you have your plank hold or extra shoulders. I'm using extra shoulders. You go for your plank if you want. I'm going to do my lateral raises. Oh yes, see some planks. Go team, hold it. Squeeze that core. And don't let your bum come up. Keep your bum down. That's it. Yes, team. Here we go. Oh, the plank's looking solid. Nice, guys. Once you finish your round, have a minute to 2 rest. If you want, Coach Mike's got some special shoulder raise variations that you can copy. Nice, guys. Oh, some of those planks are still going. Yeehaw. As soon as you feel your hips sink and you lose control of your core with the plank, you need to stop. Don't just push through it for the sake of maximum hold. That's it. All right, team. So have your minute or 2 rest. Let the arms recover a little bit. And then we'll do another 2 rounds. Yeah, the Saturday arm pump. It's pretty we can't go out and enjoy it, but there'll be a time. There'll be a time that all this work will pay off. All right, about another 30 seconds, team, and we'll start the next round. All right, team, let's get ourselves ready. Round 2, bicep curls start. Ready? Set. Let's go. If you need a little bit longer rest, you can take it. Guys, straight from the bicep curls into the overhead extensions. We might do them single arm this time round. Bit of a change up.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a if I cut my arm bleeding. This is my last resort. 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 Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Cut my life into pieces. Cut my life into pieces. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
That's it. Once you've done your triceps, into your plank or extra shoulders.
This is my last resort.
Oh. So once you finish the round, have your minute or 2 rest. Keep going, plankers. Looks good. Keep those stomachs up, palms down. That's it. Again, as soon as you feel that form drop and you start to shake and lose control of your core, you need to stop. That means you have maxed out. That's it. Keep going though. If you feel like you can keep holding it, hold it. Nice, team. We've got 1 more round to go. Have a little rest. Again, if you want to vary it up for the last set, try and change up some of the variation like I did. I went single arm overhead that time, and then alternate bicep curl. You can be a bit creative or change the grips. So for bicep curl, if you've been doing your supinated or under grip, you can change to a hammer grip. Something a bit different. For We'll go again in about 30 seconds. Grab a sip of water if you need. Alright team, get yourself ready. Round 3, final round for the day. Here we go, ready, set, let's get it. Yeah. Tricep extensions. Woo. Nice guys. Alright. When you finish your triceps, last one, whether it's your flank or extra shoulders, get it done. Yeah, guys, get it done. Pump it. Yeah. Keep going, team. Hold those planks. Yeah, nice. Woo, still going. Go. Oh, there we go. Couldn't hold it anymore. Oh, Ella like a rock. Go, team. Nice, guys. Ew. Bring it in. That was awesome. Nice little change up there for a Super Saturday. Juicy Metcon with a bit of a finisher. It's nice. I think we'll have that for hopefully for a couple of weeks. How are we all feeling? Done. 3 chappies done. Cool team. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah. Well, nice work, guys. Good work pushing through that little bit of extras at the end, especially after some of those push presses and things. I know the arms trying to feel a bit cooked, but well done. Thank you all for joining us on a rainy Saturday morning, getting out of bed and getting the work in. It's always awesome to see. Keep up the motivation, keep pushing through. I think tomorrow's going to be some nicer weather again, so get outside, get some of that sun, and then hit it hard again next week. We are closing in on the summer with hopefully some easier restrictions, so now's a good time to really pick up your training again. If you feel like you've slacked off, reach out to one of us as coaches. We're always here to help. But again, nightly Metcons again from Monday, which will be with me, so hopefully I'll see you all there. And Have a fantastic weekend, team. You guys. No worries, big boss.